everyone. Thank you for joining me for this very special Women's Day. Today I would like to talk about breaking free. It is not easy being a woman. On the physical level itself, it is so much harder. Men have one body every day. It responds in the same way to external triggers every single day. It is not the same with a female body, which changes on a daily basis, influenced by the monthly cycles. You get more results when you exercise on certain days, and on other days the very same exercise can hurt you and cause long-term issues. Smoking and drinking and so many other things hurt women more than men. Emotionally, women feel more than men, which means we can feel more joy, but we can also feel pain a lot more intensely. While this also makes women significantly more emotionally resilient, in a world where the expression of emotions is seen as a weakness, it can also be a disadvantage. Family dynamics still put women beneath men, where men often feel they're doing the family a favor by helping out with domestic duties, and they feel modern when they give their wives permission to work or wear Western clothes. It is no different in the workplace, where on average women earn about 20% less than men at the same level. Can you believe that only 4.9% of Fortune 500 CEOs are women, and that number too is declining steadily? And you know what? This is appalling, since women actually score better than men in most leadership skills. Zenger and Folkman showed this in 2019 in a scientific study. You can check the description for the link if you'd like to read more on this. Okay, so we're off to quite a pessimistic start, right? But does it have to be that way? Have you ever considered that we're actually alive at one of the best times for women to be alive? For most of history, living as a single unmarried woman wasn't easy. For the first time in history, the population is so high that women don't have to consider it their responsibility to bear children. It is a luxury, not a necessity. We're still transitioning. The old power structures are being dismantled, and this takes time. But as a woman, it sure is a great time to be alive. The question merely is, how can we make the most of this, and what are our biggest obstacles? The first step to watch out for is comparisons. This is something we often carry from childhood, and it is one of the most unfair things we do to ourselves. We look at our bodies in the mirror and compare it with the bodies of models half our age, whose profession it is to stay skinny. Many times they have starved for getting the perfect picture or shot. Working women look at homemakers and compare their capacity for domestic duties. Homemakers look at professional women and compare their confidence levels. Mothers envy the freedom of single women, and single women envy the settled life and security a married woman has. Social media has made comparisons easy, and these comparisons are toxic. So before you compare, just stop a moment and ask yourself, is this comparison even fair? Is this comparison bringing you joy and fulfillment? and helping you grow, or is it destroying you? So turn your attention away from comparisons, turn them to appreciation of other people. The second thing is to be satisfied with being good enough. Wanting to be the best is a toxic thing. Are you a good enough wife? Are you a good enough mother? Good enough at work? The more roles we juggle, the more excellence costs us. We forget in the pursuit of being the perfect wife and mother, a successful career woman, that happiness lies in the appreciation of little things. Children gain more from a happy mother than a grumpy perfect one. The third thing is to prioritize self-care. This is so hard, especially for mothers who are overloaded with responsibilities towards their spouse, in-laws, children, and work. All the same, you cannot pour from an empty cup. And if we don't learn to make me time a priority, the relationships become codependent and toxic. Personally, I like the practice of Reiki in this case because I find it the most sustainable self-healing practice for current times. But pick something that you know relaxes you on a daily basis, something that relaxes you on a weekly basis that you can do every week, something that relaxes you on a monthly basis that you do on a month, like a spa day or something, and something that relaxes you on a yearly basis. Make your health a priority. Eat nourishing foods. Seek help. If you do things like emotional eating, seek help. If you hate your periods or hate being a woman, because these things can be easily healed. Please get therapy when you're battling difficult emotions, and make rest a priority when you are sick. Too often we are functioning persistently at 50% simply because we can't be bothered to invest in seeking the right kind of help. Change that. The fourth thing is to value your own opinion over the opinion of others. Every aunt has an opinion on how we can live our life better, and sometimes even parents and in-laws add to this toxic cocktail. But if we remain aware of our own capacity and know that we are giving life our very best, it makes it easier to simply ignore their opinions and live based on what we know is right. The final one is extremely critical. Be kind to other women. We have a tendency to demonize men when it comes to patriarchy, but the sad truth is that the biggest villains in patriarchy are women. It is women that give birth to men, women that objectify sons as the security for their old age, and women that give them so much importance that they don't feel the need to respect other women. And it is women that suppress other women, mothers that don't stand up for their daughters or daughters-in-law. And it can be easy to blame other women in our lives, and this is what we must fight first. Let us be kinder to mean older women who say nasty things, by becoming aware that they have no love to give because they simply didn't receive any so far. Let us be kinder to women who are too orthodox, too modern, too weak, too fat, too thin, too anything. Let us learn to appreciate the inner or outer beauty in them. Let us support each other, whether personally or through supporting businesses. Competition only hurts us as a collective. Collaboration helps everyone grow. This is just the beginning, of course. There's so much more we can do, but big changes start with little steps. Even if you can adopt just one of these today and stick with it, you have begun that journey. I wish you a wonderful Women's Day and a beautiful flowering of the divine feminine in every cell of your body. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.